And thank you for being here. This is a very special night for a few young men and young women, and we're excited to be here, that everyone could be here to celebrate with them. We're going to begin our evening with the presentation of our colors, and we would like to do that by having everybody please rise on your feet if you're able, and our Unified Fire Authority pipes and drums and honor guard will present the colors. Please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
About race, post, colors.
Thank you. You may take your seat. As I mentioned, we are very excited to have you here tonight to celebrate with Camp 59 in their recruit graduation into becoming full-time probationary firefighters. This is very exciting for you guys. My name is Kelly Bird. I'm one of the public information officers for the department, and I have the honor of emceeing tonight and sharing with you the outline of our program. We would like to welcome not only our recruit graduates here, everyone that has been a part of their journey, their cadre, personnel here, both sworn and civilian, if we have any of our board members here, and of course, family and friends that are here to celebrate with us. Thank you all for taking the time to be here and committing to celebrate with them. We would like to begin the evening with a highlight video that highlights some of the highs and the lows, perhaps, of the past few months that these guys have been able to experience. And we'll go to that point. Thank you.
How do we get to stronger, faster, and smarter? This job's going to take 200%. And in May, you will leave here stronger, faster, and smarter, and ready to go.
We're going to have a party now. There it is. All right, that was pretty exciting, no? So those of you that are beyond the back 3 rows, if you're interested now in joining us, come find me afterwards. I'll tell you all about our recruitment process and what you need to do. So don't be afraid to come talk. That's a little loud, Courtney. All right, here we go. We're going to begin. We have a few speakers for you tonight to share some thoughts. First, we're going to be hearing from recruit Dylan Spina, one of the graduates today. He's going to share a few remarks. After he concludes, training division specialist Sean Garrett, who was a member of the cadre, is going to share some of his thoughts. And then after he finishes, we're going to hear from our fire chief, Chief Dominic Burchett.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan Spina, and I'm one of the 33 Unified Fire Authority recruits graduating today. I stand here humbled and truly honored to be the one chosen to speak on behalf of Camp 59. And on behalf of Camp 59, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you here today and those watching on a live stream back home for exactly what you guys have done to help us reach this moment. To the families, friends, and loved ones who supported us day in and day out during our rigorous 16 weeks of training, whether it was in the home, across the valley, or across the country, your love, encouragement, and sacrifice helped push us further and most certainly did not go without notice. Whether we expressed it directly to you or not, it was seen, heard, and talked about amongst each of us. And I can confidently say today, our experience and outcome would look drastically different without you supporting us along the way. So I thank you on behalf of Camp 59. To the training cadre, Chief Prokopis, Captain Dinkle, Captain Barker, Specialist Garrett, Specialist Hardman, Specialist Jensen, Specialist Moyer, Specialist Evans, Specialist Ramirez, Specialist Tidwell, Specialist Walker, and Maddie. Your decades of experience, love for this profession, and strong desire to see it thrive shine through your leadership and guidance in training the best future caretakers of this vocation. Your willingness to sacrifice your personal time away from your families, friends, crews, and hobbies so that we can learn and understand what it means to be a true professional firefighter for this community, Camp 59 thanks you, and we will forever be indebted to you. Before I continue, you'll hate me for this, Specialist Garrett. I want to take a second to recognize Captain Dustin Dinkle and Specialist Sean Garrett. Captain Dinkle and Specialist Garrett have been training at the teaching at the UFA training grounds since 2018 at Camp 51. Over the past 7 years, 252 UFA firefighters, including the 33 that stand here before you today, are the firefighters they are today, thanks to these two gentlemen's unparalleled teachings, dedications, and love for this profession. Captain Dinkle and Specialist Garrett, you are the shining example of what it means to serve this community and to be thoughtful firefighters. As your last Camp 59 thanks you for being true to who you are and leading us in such an extraordinary way. Thank you. Now, to my fellow recruits, thank you for making this journey unforgettable. We started this journey 16 weeks ago on a mild February morning, wondering what to expect as we set out to begin writing a brand new chapter in all of our lives. None of us really knew each other. Some came from out of state, others from just down the road. But we all ended up at the same place at the same time, wanting a career to serve others. After checking each other over and making sure we had those polished boots right, we enjoyed a nice cup of coffee with Captain Dinkle. Enjoyed being a very strong word there. We were told that there were many expectations of us that morning. Expectations I believe we have now met. Captain Dinkle emphasized that we needed to have attention to detail, that we must become smarter, faster, and stronger to be successful in this profession. And as we stood on top of that drill tower after running up it a half a dozen times, watching the dawn break over those beautiful Wasatch Mountains, it was stressed there is no 912. We are it. We would be pushed to our limits to serve the citizens of the valley we now looked over. We were also told one other thing, that Camp 59 is a family. We were no longer individuals. We operate together as a unit and as a strong, unified family. I can look at each one of you in the eyes and confidently say that we indeed are that family. Whether it was helping each other study on and off hours for our state tests, checking over each other's PPE before a live fire, supporting all Yakima Valley as he threw up for the 21st time during PT, ribbing each other for stepping on the horns before 7 a.m., running live fire after live fire, or just getting together for golf outings, runs, lifts, drinks, and dinner, and checking in on those that just may have been having a bad day. We stuck together and had each other's back. Like a family, we were there for each other, all hours of the day and night, just not at 3 a.m. when one of us ran out of gas in a hybrid. Before becoming part of UFA, I was in search of a family, a brotherhood, a purpose to serve others. I believe I have found these reasons when I chose to become a firefighter with UFA. When anyone back home asked how the process was going, I simply responded where there wasn't a day where I didn't smile, and it was because of you guys. As a newcomer to this valley, I thank you guys sincerely for becoming that family to me. Unified Fire Authority lists its values as integrity, professionalism, respect, accountability, teamwork, dedication, and courage. And when I look at you guys, I see the epitome of these values. Continue to live by them and continue to uphold them. As today marks the last day, all 33 of us will be in the same room together. Let us not forget what Specialist Moore shared just a few days ago. We are living our someday. Don't rush to the next accomplishment, the next accolade, the next big thing. Savor these days. We didn't sign up for this job for the fancy titles, the attaboys, the glory, or anything of the like. We signed our names on a blank check as a call deep inside of us to serve this community. Now, times, they will get tough, but I promise you, we don't have to struggle through them alone. We have each other. Do this for the brother to your left, your sister to your right. Keep moving fast from the neck down. 5'9", I love you guys so much. Camp 59, cadre, family, friends, and loved ones, it's been a true honor, and I am eternally grateful for each of you. 5'9", it is our time to carry on the traditions set by the brave men and women who wore the shield before us. Congratulations. Now it's our time to go hit it hard from the yard. Yeah.
Spina. That's 5 points. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening. First, I'd like to thank all of our family and friends, those that are here and those that are at home. Without any of your support, this doesn't work at all. So let's give your families a round of applause, okay, for that. So the training staff would like me to share with you their favorite memories and provide you guys with some advice for your next steps in the fire service. First is Captain Dinkle. His favorite memory is watching every one of you get through the confidence course, the confined space maze. My advice is to keep up what you have learned and what you are and have become. Good people who care for each other and those around you. Continue to have the pride of being masterful at what we love, and that is firefighting. But firefighting is more than just that. It's a lifestyle, a personality, a drive to be great every day. The UFA and the fire service need you now and for our future. Good luck, and see you on the fire ground. Specialist Moyer. My favorite part of camp was March Madness. As much as I love competition, that wasn't the reason. It was the point in camp I felt the camaraderie amongst the group. It was no longer a split. They cheered each other on, each ladder throw, and were hyped at the success of their peers. My advice would be don't lose that. And what I mentioned in the class the other day, your career is filled with those some days. Someday I will. As important as that is, don't forget about today, because today was once your someday. So embrace it, the friendships, the challenges, the accomplishments, because it's about the journey. Also, that's 5 points for all of you. Is that 60? Yeah. That's cheap pulses right there. Specialist Ramirez. The recruits taught me to always remember to have a good time. The good times don't always come easy or fast, but they can be challenging and hard. They're only good times because it meant something. It takes strength, courage, and vulnerability to let yourself be you. Having that will push you outside of your comfort zone. You won't always have the right answer or something to reference, but you can just embrace the moment and let the good times happen. My favorite memory with them wasn't one specific thing, but I was always proud when I saw them realize that their actions and skills is what brought them success. Things they were doing second nature without even thinking and just working as a team. Specialist Evans. My favorite day was day one of camp, a morning filled with excitement and nervousness. The cold, brisk morning that started early and finished late. It was mine because the feeling was mutual, wanting to learn, wanting to do well, and wanting to meet the standard for the next 16 weeks. It was the first day the recruits no longer did things as individuals, but would always be a part of a team. When things get tough, always remember this day and the feelings that you felt. My advice, as Mike Rowe said, don't follow your passions, bring them with you. And with that, I challenge you all to bring others with you as well. Fall in love with this career. Be passionate. It's not just another P word. Show others compassion and empathy. Embrace and cherish the moments and one another. Take the photo. Listen to the old and mentor the new. Pass on what's been passed on to you. Never stop learning and honing your skills. Do what you said you would do in your interview. Be on a continuous pursuit towards excellence. Occupy the interior. Default aggressive. Buy back time for Mrs. Smith. Remember, this job is a lot more fun when you're good at it. And as always, keep and uphold the oath. Okay? Matty Vance, AKA the boss. I will say that the maturity level of this group is impressive. And it made our jobs go pretty smoothly from the admin side of things. Probably the smoothest it's ever gone, and I look forward to some of them joining me in the sandlot to teach the next few groups of recruits. I also loved when the entire group sang Creed together in unison during March Madness. My advice is to not forget who you are and who you want to be, both with and without the badge on. Specialist Hardman. Best memory is watching them grow and change throughout camp. Watching them mature, tackle challenges, and become more confident in themselves, realizing the amazing things they can do. The advice is to set the bar high for yourself. Be self-motivated and never stop learning. Maintain high standards of honesty, integrity, and accountability, and never sacrifice those values. Do the right thing even when it's difficult. Be the amazing individuals you have shown us that you are. Specialist Walker. I would say my favorite memories would be when the recruits were practicing their driving and I would ask them to play their favorite music. Even though my phone would often die, it was cool to get to know them a little more than just through the music. That and seeing Valise sprint like the wind to the kennel after getting an early morning fire. She said she was running to go update the days since the last air horn blast tally. My advice to them would be to keep driving forward. They have gained a lot of self-confidence here in camp by going through tough experiences. It's easy to let that slip in the stations. Drive forward and bring the crews with you. Learn something new and practice a skill every shift. Keep that motivation and drive within yourself and help be a motivator out in the field. Specialist Jensen. My favorite part of camp is always towards the middle, when the light bulb turns on and it starts to click for them. The doubts and hesitance goes out the window as they start to believe in themselves. They start asking questions that are further down the road because they're eager to get better. My advice for them would be to continue with that eagerness. Always strive to be better and don't shy away from lessons. You are brand new to the fire service and you are not expected to know everything. Ask questions, make mistakes, but always strive to be better and pass on to those around you what you have learned. Specialist Tidwell. My favorite point in camp was teaching them all ladder throws, watching some struggle more than others, but they were so determined to throw the ladder from their shoulders. They tried over and over and over again, and they did not stop until they were successful. When each of them were finally able to throw the ladder, their achievement was contagious. I was watching their fellow recruits cheer them on, and it was awesome to see them coming together as a team. My advice would be to always strive to be better no matter how hard or tough the job can be. Take the initiative to be informal leaders. Remember who and what they represent, the two names on the back of their gear, your last name and the Unified Fire Authority. Chief Prokopis. I love seeing the investment and commitment of the staff and the cadre. Love seeing the development of the recruits. The genuine interest and compassionate leadership from the group was unmatched. Never stop learning. Find your passion in this job and strive to be the firefighter that other firefighters want to be like. Be the example that pushes others to be better. Now it's my turn. Today marks a turning point in your guys' lives. A day that you will remember for years to come. You are no longer just citizens with the dream of service. You are now firefighters. You have joined a brotherhood and sisterhood that stands for courage, honor, and sacrifice. This is a beginning, a moment where each of you has chosen a path that demands more than strength, more than bravery. It demands character. It demands that you become worth being called a firefighter. Becoming a firefighter is not simply about wearing a uniform or riding in a truck. It is about stepping forward when others step back. It's about being calm in chaos, strong in weakness, and relentless in the face of fear. It is about protecting not just lives, but dignity, community, and hope. Because that is the truth of this calling. It is not the title that defines you. It's what you do with it. Anybody can wear the patch, but not everybody earns it every day. That is what we mean when we say you must be worth being. Worth being called when someone's house is burning and they are looking out into the dark, hoping someone shows up. Worth being trusted with a child in danger, a crewmate in trouble, or a moment that could change everything. Worth being followed into a fire, into chaos, into the unknown. Here's the part that nobody tells you guys. You earn that worth in the small moments. When you double check your gear, when you stay, you listen, when you care, when you set the example, and when you keep your word. This profession will ask a lot of you. In the months and years ahead, you will be tested physically, mentally, and emotionally. You will face challenges that will push your limits and reveal your character. But every day you choose to show up, to push harder, to serve better, you become more worthy of the title you now carry. That is by design. Because out there, when the alarm sounds, the public is not calling for someone who's half prepared. They're calling for you, and they expect excellence. You will not go through this alone. Look around you. These men and women beside you will become your second family. You will sweat together, struggle together, and succeed together. Firefighting is not an individual effort. It is a team pursuit built on trust. Never forget the weight of this badge. Every call you respond to is a privilege and a responsibility. Every family you help, every fire you fight, every life you save, it's a reflection of your training, your heart, and your integrity. So make this promise to yourself and to each other. Stand tall, push hard, learn everything you can. Promise that you will not just be a firefighter by name. You will be one by action, by honor, and by purpose. Because one day soon, someone you have never met will need you more than they have ever needed anybody. You will answer that call, not because it's easy, but because that is who you are. My favorite memories from this group was being able to watch and learn from the examples that you all set on the fire ground. Mainly your contagious attitudes and laughter. If I had to pick one memory, it would be the way all of you interacted with and treated the mother and son that toured the grounds during the 48-hour shift. My favorite non-memory is when Gonzalez called me in the middle of the night and I did not answer, okay? He ran out of gas in a hybrid. Yeah. He was stranded. It was 3 a.m. and I didn't answer. I'm sorry. I did, however, wake him up the next morning to check on him. It was 11. Just to make sure this doesn't happen again. I got you a gas card. I'm almost done, guys. My advice is for the crews that are in attendance tonight and watching. Remember that you are all new once. This group has accomplished and learned a lot, but they are brand new to this. Be patient, be a mentor and a leader. They deserve that you be worth being also. Chief Burchett, Assistant Chief Russell, Assistant Chief Dern, Assistant Chief Robinson. We are confident as a group that this group is ready to go. Ready to serve. When they force doors, they will go. When they pull lines, they will fight. When they throw ladders, they will climb. When they search, they will make the grab. Guys, we are proud to have you and we love you. Welcome to the fire service. Ready? One last time, guys. On your feet. Good night, fireman! Good night, sir!
All right, this is the fullest we've seen this room. It's pretty exciting to have everyone here. My name is Dominic Burchett, and I'm the fire chief for Unified Fire Authority. Today is a big day for us, for you all, and for the families here to support you. Before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to make a couple of words of thanks. First, the school district, Jordan School District, and allowing us to use this building. There's so many of you that we didn't have enough space in our own building to make this happen. So thank you to the Jordan School District. We also have a couple of board of directors in the audience. Thank you for coming and supporting us. And then finally, I want to thank the pipes and drums. I try to give them as much recognition as I can, and now I have a captive audience with 33 of you. It takes, I've heard, a year to be able to play the bagpipes, so the time to get started is now. What I want to do briefly is talk about what it means to be a firefighter. And for those of you in the audience, the core of our job is to deliver service to the public and make a difference to the citizens that we serve. We're in people's living rooms and places of work to solve their problems during their worst time. They are often at their most vulnerable when they call for us to show up to help. So we must be ready to serve with kindness, compassion, and competence. The public has to trust us with everything they own and everything they love. and trust that we can solve their problem no matter how big or small. We often have to sacrifice our own individual needs to provide this service, and finding the right people to do this is critical. So when we start our journey to find the right people, we look for people that share our values. You need a decent level of physical fitness, a decent level of mechanical aptitude, and an ability to learn. We can train them to do the rest. As an organization, we've dedicated an extreme amount of time, energy, and resources to find the right people, to ensure that they are trained and ready to serve the public. Nearly every single one of our divisions is helping in that process. Our information outreach, they start with the recruiting and the marketing. Our HR staff takes it from there and does all the hiring processes, the testing and the physical and the medical. And then you get into recruit camp, and these folks turn you into firefighters. Our support staff makes sure you have your equipment. Our finance team makes sure you get paid, which is important, I believe. And lastly, our operations staff, they get to take you from here on out and help you complete your journeyman program. So this entire, like I said, this entire process takes a long time, but it's worth it. It's worth it knowing that we all have a part in hiring the right people to serve the public. It's also worth it to know that we have put you on a path to success. And I'm confident through this process that we've found the right 33 people to serve our public. I get the opportunity to meet with this group about halfway through camp generally, and it's just me and them in the room. And it's one of my favorite experiences that I get throughout the year. I get to put a face with a name and try to get to know them just a little bit. From here on out, I don't get to interact with you that often. So it's important for me to get to know you as quickly as I can. What I found is that we found an amazing group, amazing and diverse group of people with various backgrounds to help our organization move forward. We have some from California, Montana, Idaho, Colorado. One person said Canada. Did I get that right? Very good. Good. My notes were correct. We have some with military experience, some with wildland experience. We have dive masters, wrestlers, fly fishing guides, ski patrollers, electricians, college level athletes, Ironman athletes, guitar players, bass players, and even one that sells chocolate bananas as a side hustle. But the one thing that I did tell them when I was there meeting with them is to not let their past experience go to waste. Bring what they can to UFA and help us become better because of their experience. It's great for me to know that even with all the diversity and their backgrounds, that they've come together as one class, Class-59. And that happened very early on from what I understand. They also share the same values and desire to serve the public. Almost all of them, when I was speaking to them, said they were looking for something better, a purpose. They weren't happy in their previous career. They needed a reason to get up and go to work. And I think they needed that purpose, and I believe you have all found it here. So I hope you stay. I hope it's a long career, because as I mentioned earlier, we're not only hiring firefighters for today, we're hiring leaders for tomorrow. So many of you will become specialists. Dylan, where'd you go? I got a PIO role just for you after that speech. Some of you will become captains, some chief officers, and one of you may be up here as fire chief one day. But it happens fast. So like Moyer recommended, was it Moyer that said, enjoy today, but you also have to focus on tomorrow. And so one of the things that I like to say is be purposeful about what your future looks like. And one thing I do with the new recruits is ask you to just play along here for a minute, but close your eyes and imagine that you're sitting here in 25 years. And this is actually your retirement ceremony. So how many stripes do you have on your jacket? What badge are you wearing? Who's in the audience here to support you? Are you ready to retire financially, physically, and mentally? And who did you impact in a positive way throughout your career? All right, you can open your eyes. So who did you see there? You don't have to answer me, but think about it for yourself and think about how purposeful you need to be about getting there Everything you do between now and then should get you closer to that goal, not further from it. So one thing that I'm sure that you heard from Garrett and all these others multiple times was to control the door of the fire attack, right? Is that still being used today? Good. I'm not that far out of it. But what I mean by that is control the door to your future. So take opportunities that present themselves, continue your education, continue your learning, so that when an opportunity does come to you, you're ready to walk through it with confidence. And work towards that person that you saw sitting here 25 years from now. So as I come to a close, I want to share a few quotes, and these were from your group. I hope they remind, yeah, you're laughing. It's one of them is don't wish for it, work for it. Who said that? Good. One of them was be a goldfish. Who said that? Recruit Ellingson, you said my dad's a firefighter and he's pretty cool. But Craig's back there. He was one of our drummers, and Craig, I think that's so cool for you to hear that your son is proud of you. He's looked up to you, and as a father and a firefighter, I think that's pretty awesome for you to hear that. But those quotes meant a lot to me. You know, make things happen. Work for what you want. Don't wait for it to come. Be a goldfish, right? Don't let the mistakes bring you down. Learn from them. Move on. Be resilient. And lastly, be cool, like your dad. Strive to be somebody that others look up to. Strive to inspire others around you and hold yourself to a higher standard. So I'll end with this. Those of you that are serving the public are the ones that are making a difference. It's an honor for me to be called your fire chief and allow me to serve you in that capacity. I am proud that you're ready. I'm proud you're ready to wear our badge and serve our communities. And we found the right 33 people to serve our communities. So congratulations. Thank you. So we're going to move on to the next thing, which is swearing you in. I remembered speaking with you, and I said, imagine the day when I get to swear you in and have your family pin it on, and it's here. So should we prolong it any more, or do you actually just want to get this over with? Okay, well, stand up. You have been chosen by virtue of your background, training, and personal qualities to be a firefighter for Unified Fire Authority. Your behaviors, decisions, and actions while on and off duty directly reflect the image of Unified Fire Authority, its personnel, and the quality of service that UFA provides to the citizens we serve. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, John Summers,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will uphold the vision,
that I will uphold the vision,
mission, values, and policies
values, and policies
adopted by Unified Fire Authority.
adopted by Unified Fire Authority.
I will act for the good of the communities of which I serve.
I will act for the good of the communities for which I serve.
I will strive for excellence
I will strive for excellence
while I faithfully,
while I faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and ethically perform
and ethically perform
the duties of firefighter with Unified Fire Authority.
the duties of firefighter with Unified Fire Authority.
You are now duly affirmed. Congratulations.
You guys can sit down. Your firefighter may have spoken with you about when their name is read. If you're going to be the one pinning them tonight, please come up as their name is read. We've got a lot of them to get through, and we want to be as efficient as we possibly can. So we're going to take care of that now. So, yeah, you ready? This is Maddie Vance, everybody. We do know that she runs training. I said your maiden name, didn't I? Oh, that's your name.
Cole Anderson.
three. Thank you.
Jake Arlt. Kayla Berdal.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Tyler Brewer.
He works out.
Colby Castillo. Andrew Crowther. Rhett Ellingson. Joe Ferrand. Josh Gonzalez. Tyrese Haynes. Tanner Iverson. Jaden Jessup. Patrick Keenan. Donovan Malmrose. Miles. Jackson Moore. Riley Mosman. Alex Muhlenberg. Crew Naylor. Shelby Nilsson. Kevin Norton. Jake Perry. Ryan Pfeiffer. Austin Scougard. Tyler Smith. Lynn Spencer. Dylan Spina. Chase Steele. Bo Tautu. Hannah Valise. Brian Barrett. Hunter Warren. Jordan Woodbury.
Hell yeah, Barry.
That took a minute, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, recruit class 59, there they are. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is the largest recruit class that we've had in the history of the Unified Fire Authority. So that's awesome. Glad to have you here. All right, I'd like to invite Specialist Ryan Jensen up. He's going to receive the return of the guidon and maybe give a couple of brief remarks. He's got a paper in his hand. I don't know. No? Yeah, don't put me down for that. Hi, guys.
Hello, sir.
You don't need to do that. Welcome, everyone. Every class. Oh, God damn it, Warren. Every class is presented with this guidon at the start of recruit camp. Historically, a guidon represents a unit's identity, pride, and cohesion. All things we as a cadre wanted a recruit class to embody early. Leave the me mentality and pick up the us mentality. This guidon represents the class at the time, but has always moved forward with the next class, getting passed from a finishing class to the beginning of a new one. The guidon was with recruits every step of the way, from the first nervous cold morning to now at the bittersweet graduation. Every morning, the recruits were expected to have it placed on a stand in the Butler building for PT, then placed on a stand outside the training building. It stayed there every day. The recruits were getting faster, smarter, and stronger. Now, finishing the 16 weeks of recruit camp and getting faster, smarter, and stronger, it is time. Time for Camp 59 to return the guidon back to the training staff so the next recruit camp can carry it forward. Class 59, it's been a privilege. Class officers. You guys will be returning the guidon to Captain Dinkle for the last time. Thank you. That concludes our program tonight. We've been given a wealth of knowledge and advice and wisdom, and I hope that each of you are able to take at least a piece of that, if not all of it, with you as you begin your career. We invite everyone to stick around. We have some refreshments out in the lobby area. You're free to take pictures. We have a few different displays. Take the time that you need to enjoy this evening. And we're so grateful that everyone could be here tonight. I almost called you recruits. You're not that anymore. New firefighters, don't forget to take your helmet. You'll need it on your first shift. Your badge for your Class A hat, and then make sure you have your certificate. And then make sure we also take your little case for your badge that you can store it in when you get your new badge, when you become a specialist. Anything else? Anything else? We're good? Okay, thank you everyone again, and have a good evening.
It needs to be a big circle. There you go. Come on, hurry up. Everybody here? Sir. Hey, let them hear you. 5-9 on 3. 1, 2, 3. 5-9! I gotta get out of here. Congrats, guys. Great speech.
You did a great job, all right? That was smooth. Hella smooth. Even Chief was smooth tonight. Yeah. I thought he was getting better. I think he was better. All right. How you doing, man? Good. Legacy.